Are we on? We're on, okay. Welcome. This is a meeting of the Senate Standing Committee on Housing, Construction, and Community Development. I'm joined today by Senator Espaillat and Senator Young, and we have proxies from the following members: Senator Avella, Bonasek, Boyle, Gallivan, and Penapinto. So I think we still have a couple who we do not have anything from Senator Krueger yet. She may be coming.
We have the sheet.
Oh, you do? Okay. Okay, so we have a proxy. We have our voting sheet. Okay, I will ask Laura to read the first bill on the agenda, which is Senate Bill 1059, and it will be referred to Finance.
An act to amend the executive law in relation to application of the State Uniform Fire Prevention and Building Code to certain premises.
Okay, do we have any discussion? A motion to move the bill? All right, so it's moved. Senate Bill 1073 by Senator Golden.
An act to amend the multiple dwelling law in relation to granting the Commissioner of Buildings of the City of New York the power to waive provisions of the multiple dwelling law with regard to the construction or alteration of multiple dwellings in such city.
Any discussion?
Yes, so can you explain, can you give me an explanation of the bill, please?
Sure. Lori?
So this particular bill would authorize the Commissioner of Buildings in the City of New York to vary or modify a provision or requirement of the multiple dwelling law in its application to the construction or alteration of multiple dwellings in the city with strict compliance with such law where it would cause practical difficulties or unnecessary hardships.
Why not continue to have the Board of Standards and Appeals?
Right. This would not undermine any power or authority that the Board of Standards and Appeals currently has. As you know, they can grant currently independent, they're an independent board that can grant relief from the zoning code. This would just give one more entity or one more authority to the Commissioner of Buildings of the City of New York, where practical difficulties might come into play in employing the the provisions of the multiple dwelling law.
For the record, just the Department of Buildings has very, very difficult times dealing with any type of violations or any types of inspection of buildings as it is right now. So adding a further very serious responsibility to them will further I think will exacerbate their responsibilities and the duties that they must complete. So I believe that the Board of Standards and Appeals should have the only ability to do such a review. So I will be voting in the negative.
Thank you, Senator.
Thank you. Is there a motion to move the bill? Senator Young, thank you. And the bill is moved. Senate Bill 2542, which will be referred to cities, by Senator Hamilton.
An act to amend the public housing law in relation to granting tenants with a physically disabling condition that affects their mobility a preference in occupying a vacant dwelling unit on a lower floor in the same building and projects operated by the New York City Housing Authority.
Any discussion? No, thank you. Bill is second. Okay. And Senate Bill 3551A by Senator Espaillat.
An act to amend the public housing law in relation to the keeping of certain household pets by persons 60 years of age or older.
Any discussion? Okay. So bill is moved. And Senate Bill 6259 by Senator Young.
An act to amend the real property actions and proceedings law and the real property tax law in relation to requiring the court in a foreclosure action to provide notice to the former owner of the real property of the right to apply for surplus monies from the sale of such property.
Any discussion?
This is just based on actual cases in Buffalo, so I think it's a good one.
Okay, thank you. And bill is moved. And that concludes our meeting. I think that our next meeting, we have the Commissioner of Housing, Commissioner Rubin, attending. So hopefully,
The 18th, May 18th, 9 a.m.
hopefully we can get senators here for that. So we will be letting everyone know
Good.
ahead of time.
Great.
Okay.